This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby.
Couple guys with beautiful brand new True Classic t-shirts on. I mean, just, what do you take, a double XL large?
Double X.
Yep. Thanks for the jiu-jitsu lesson there.
Yeah, it's always like you get with some professor, like, you taught me this.
Well, it doesn't work,
like,
and it doesn't work on you.
No.
But a lot of like
Those are also your friends, or like trying to show you that
can
they're
learn
cool.
moves, but it's always like, you know, it's a transition. You got to know you got to know the system before you can, like, you can't apply one move. If you taught me how to do a single leg, that's fine, but you have to know how to set it up.
Yeah, unless you're well versed in grappling or submission grappling, like the movie was showing you, like
you can't learn piecemeal.
Oh, but you don't have to be Spider-Man to react that way.
Yeah.
You'd have to do it 1,000 times to react the proper way.
Right, and I am Spider-Man, but yeah, I know.
It didn't work, did it?
No. Now everything
for
looks like it's going to be easy until it's real life.
Until you get someone that knows what they're doing on your neck. But now that might work for Joe Blow. That's, you know,
maybe, yeah. At least it's
at the bowling alley.
Yeah, but the 2-on-1 is of course important.
Super important.
Yeah,
you'll figure it out, dude. You're young.
I'm young, man, and I'm going to really apply myself in case somebody jumps on my back.
We're doing some fan questions. We have some disgusting food in front of us.
Chin, what's going on? Should we start the game and start this whole thing with the game first?
You guys want to do the game
do this.
first?
Chin,
let's do the game
We came in
first.
here and Chin's got a plate.
And Donnie was trying to eat it, but
kimchi.
even Donnie was like, nah, man.
Yeah.
So Brian knows what's up. There's kimchi.
Well, yeah.
There's a few
Kimchi. I see a pickle. I see an M&M. I see an almond.
Yeah.
My guess is you're going to see who can pick this stuff up with chopsticks.
You damn well better believe that's what I'm doing. Okay.
What is that thing right there?
It's a human thumb.
That right there. Is it a chopped human thumb?
Oh, that's a different type of kimchi. It's
Okay.
Cartilage.
It's
All right.
radish kimchi.
Cartilage from a man's rib.
So you see the square plates beside you?
Yeah.
Just pick up whatever, one by one, pick up each item. And the reason why I'm doing this is because Korean chopsticks are notoriously known for being the hardest to use.
These are
they're so
Korean-
slender.
Oh, they're thin.
Hey, Brian, not yet. Wait, let's start off.
They're thin.
Yeah, they're thin and slender and flat. You're also part of the game too if you want to do
I'm
it.
doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's your little. So all you got to do is when I say go, one by one, pick up something and put it into the little square thing and see who wins.
All right, ready?
Wait.
Wait.
Till she's good. Everyone's good.
I gotta eat it?
No, just put it into the little square
If you
thing.
want.
Ready? Go.
Ooh, it is.
Ooh, Brian went for the hard one.
Oh, it is slippery, huh?
There you go. Okay, so Brendan's catching up now.
Fuck.
Sanaz has. Sanaz won already, but go on.
Fuck, did she?
Here we go. Oh, it's neck and neck right now. Oh, last one. Oh, Brendan's second place, and then Brian, the M&M. That's kind of a bitch. How'd you guys do them? Got it. So, first place Sanaz, second place Brendan, third place Brian. And here I have
I'm the most cultured.
I have the final boss though. Let me go over there real quick. And I'll edit this so it's
Is this Chin flexing on us?
Maybe. But Korean chopsticks, like, hey,
we
make it
bring a
harder.
fork, be like, Chin,
can
who's
I ask
faster?
a question too? Can I ask a loaded question?
Yes.
Like,
Stupider chopsticks?
yeah, like, can't we just graduate to forks? They're better. Forks are better.
Nope.
Forks are better.
No. There's
At
some
the end of the
reasons why
day,
chopsticks are better.
yeah, so because it slows your eating down or some bullshit.
You can pick up individual things faster. So this is the final boss. It's a single grain of rice.
Okay.
Wait, let me say when.
No problem.
Wait. This game went way too fast. All right, ready? I'm gonna go. Wait. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, then go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Done.
Brendan got it.
Got it.
Sanaz and Brian's still working on it.
Damn it.
All right.
Stupid chopsticks. I want forks.
You guys are actually really good, especially because they're Korean chopsticks. They're hard
Yeah,
to use.
Well, we eat a lot of sushi, Chin.
And I usually
sushi
don't.
There, I
Japanese
broke
guy.
my rice in half.
Huh?
I broke my rice in half.
And Sanaz is actually eating the
Yeah, these are
Punch
different. These are thin, huh?
thin, slender,
I
flat.
like the thick wooden ones. If I'm going to do it. You know what I like, Chin, is
Make
a
it
fucking
harder.
fork. Actually,
Oh my
a fork and a spoon.
Yeah, man.
Better. It's better.
it's 2025.
Some things are just better inventions.
You guys do a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
You have the best baseball player on earth. He's South Korean. You know,
But
time to
forks,
graduate to
forks,
spoon.
forks
At
are
least
de facto
spoons.
better.
At least spoons.
Forks are very
Knife and
simple.
fork, knife and
but I mean,
fork.
if you want to be accurate,
Yeah, they're simple because I like to eat simple.
Okay.
I don't need to have.
Oh
an
yeah, because I'm
acrobatic.
worried about efficiency while I'm dipping in my
Eating rice
Chipotle
with
bowl.
chopsticks is clearly.
Chin, do you eat
the
your
dumbest
Chipotle
thing.
with a chopsticks?
if it's a burrito, no. But if it's a regular rice bowl, I'll probably use the chopsticks. But yeah, I always just spoon.
A rice
But I'm-
bowl, like
You're not a
rice
serial
with
killer.
chopsticks.
But we have,
is
like
eating knife with a soup. I'm sorry,
No,
but I
Eating
soup with a knife.
yeah, but
It's like
Koreans
eating soup
have
with
a lot
knife.
of side dishes, so it's really efficient to use the
That makes
chopsticks.
sense. No, you guys doing something right.
Well, let me tell you this. Do you prefer cultures that use this to eat or like their hands?
Do I?
The Philippines, they use their
In India, they use their hands.
Yeah.
India,
In
Philippines.
Ethiopia, places like that,
is
they
a lot
usually use
nicer.
bread.
I don't mind hands.
No,
Eating-
not at all. Way rather use my hands.
Well, usually it's a lot, especially like Indian cuisine is a lot of
messy.
curry and yogurts and like. I lived with.
When he gets sloppy,
girl.
that's disgusting.
It was disgusting. But they have a rule.
And you know I'm
they can only
dropping
eat
it.
with one hand because you know what they do with the other.
Well, that's in Saudi Arabia.
And India.
Oh, smack a bitch.
no.
So you do everything. So in Saudi, you shake with your right hand, you eat with your right hand,
Jack off with
and
your
your
left.
left hand is used for back in the day.
Yeah.
If you were in the desert and you had to wipe your ass and things like that, you used your left hand for dirty.
Oh, so you
things.
can't eat with your left.
Yeah, so you'd wipe your. So what they would do if you caught stealing is they'd cut your right hand off. So everybody's eating, and you'd have to sit back and wait till they were done. Then you would come in and eat.
Damn.
It sucked. Yeah,
I'm sorry, is this in 1800s?
Which is why Saudi Arabia has always had the lowest crime rate in the world.
Oh yeah, you don't want to lose
Crazy.
your hand.
And
We
your
should
head,
take on
if you,
that. Yeah, we
if you
should take
kill
on that
somebody or
here.
deal drugs, you
Yeah,
you
that's
get your
cool.
head lopped off.
Makes sense.
Alrighty.
Damn, that's crazy. They used to wipe their ass with their hands.
Well, it's so in the desert. Think about it. You have no trees. You have no
Just
you have
sand.
no. But sand is an actual incredible. Sand is actually an incredible cleaning tool
Oh yeah.
because if you have grease or
Yeah.
you rub yourself
Yeah.
with sand, it takes it all off. So if you have
I would
so if you
use the
spill
I would
oil
use
on a
the
floor,
camel.
what's that?
Yeah, you put sand on oil.
Yeah.
You can soaks it right up.
or flour, whatever. Yeah.
I would use the camel to wipe my ass in.
I guess you could wipe your ass on a camel.
Yeah, just rub my
I told you you
asshole
never
on his
you never
leg.
fall asleep next to a male camel
Why?
because they'll kill you sometimes. They're like I didn't like what you did when I was.
So I'm gonna stomp your head.
Yeah, I'm gonna stomp you and kill
That's
you.
a shitty way to go.
But you can sleep with a female and they'll never kill you. They're always sweet to you.
Well, if I'm ever sleeping with a camel, I'll let you know.
I'm never having a male camel. They don't fuck around. They'll pick you up with their teeth
Hey,
and throw you around.
You're never having a camel, period, Bubba.
Probably not, right?
No.
Probably not.
This is what I call a waste of energy.
But I want a donkey.
Well, that's different than a camel.
I want a pet donkey.
You could do one in Texas and you get a tax break. You know that?
No,
Yeah. If you have animals like farm animals, you get a tax break.
I'd love to have a little donkey.
And I'm
Couple
not
donkeys?
sure what kind of tax break because there's no state tax, but there's some sort of break you get.
Donkeys.
I
are
also
cute.
might have made that up. Somebody told me that. That might be here
It's
in
a, it's a,
California.
it's a,
Might be
it's
here
a
in California.
livestock sort of
Yeah,
exemption or
yeah.
something.
But if there's no state tax,
There you go.
qualify for an art
Yeah, you're right.
exemption. Yep, AG
Productive
exemption,
agricultural capacity. Yeah.
which can lower your property taxes.
I sell
There you
donkey
go.
milk. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I milk donkeys with my mouth.
That's
Give me
right.
a tax break.
Yep. Beekeeping, livestock. There you go.
But I wonder if I just have one fucking stupid donkey on the property, will that get me the
Probably
tax
not.
break?
Probably not because a donkey ain't gonna do much.
Maybe.
I want a donkey though because they're smart and they love you. They're so cute. They're so sweet. Get a baby donkey. And
Chin,
they'll
does it say how many animals you need to get that tax break? Something to look into because you're not saying you want to mind a couple of chickens roaming the yard.
I'd like to have some chickens. I got
Fresh
room.
egg. They shit everywhere though.
That's the problem. And they also attract snakes.
Minimum is 4 animal units.
Grazing stock is 4 animal units.
Yeah.
Grazing stock.
One mature cow, two.
One equals a unit equals 1 mature cow. Okay. Oh, so 1 cow would do it. 2 500-pound calves.
6 sheep. 7
That's a lot.
goats,
Okay, 7 goats not gonna do. Or 1 horse.
1 mature horse.
If you only had cows, you would need a total of 4 mature ones. Okay. If you only had goats, you need 28.
Geez, that's a
too
lot.
much. That's
Ooh,
too
that's a
much.
lot, yeah.
But you could look 1 horse. 1 horse gets you the tax exemption.
Yeah.
You might you would probably save money just paying the taxes.
Probably not
Horses
having
are
28 goats and all
horses
those
are expensive.
Oh yeah.
No, you just need 1 horse.
I
but
owned
then
them. I owned horses. Remember?
I remember. It was such a bad idea. You could have bought any Lamborghini in the world.
Any car I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my horses were costing me back in the day, $3,700 a
I
month.
remember that. It was a tad more, but that's fine. There's no specific minimum number of animals required. Instead, the IRS defines a farm based on the activities conducted on the property. According to the IRS, good luck figuring this out, IRS. According to the IRS, a farm includes live, dairy, poultry, fish, fruit, truck farms. Okay, well, we'll see. I'll get a fucking pig and say I'm a farmer.
Yeah.
All right, we got some fan questions.
We do, guys. We got some fun ones today. Here's one that goes out to Brian. I really don't like when they call you this nickname. It's from Timothy Lucas. It says, "This one's for good old Rinks."
That
Hey,
means
Brian.
I'm wrinkled.
I
don't
gave him
li-
that name.
He gave it to me.
But it's not nice.
Rinks.
Yeah, it is. It's
Kinda
silly.
true, isn't it?
Hey, Brian, have you chosen your tennis club yet in Austin? And thank you for taking the time to chat recently. Timothy Lucas.
Oh, Timothy's awesome. Timothy was at On It.
Oh, his dad's George Lucas.
No.
From Star Wars.
No, but Timothy's like he's a flexibility expert and does all that massage, just flexibility, all that shit. He's great. He's a fan of the show.
Nice.
And he's awesome. Came to my special.
So
shout out to Timothy.
so-
yes,
but-
Timothy. The tennis club is too long of a list, so I'm going to join the country club. That's way cheaper next to my house because it's got kid stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
And you just play. It's not like you're that serious with tennis.
it's a very serious
You just
tennis
show
club,
up.
and I ain't.
yeah.
Yeah. And there were some good tennis players there, and I was like, okay. But shout out to Timothy.
Here's
I
another
feel like you
one.
haven't played tennis in a while.
It's been about
Because you're the guy that,
2 weeks.
like, when he does yoga, tells everybody he does yoga.
yeah, it's been about.
I feel like if you did, I feel like if you played tennis, I would hear about it. You know?
You know how many times I've told people I touch spar now? Because I've done it twice.
Yeah.
With Tim Kennedy and,
Yeah.
and my boy Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah. At Archetype Boxing. Shout out to Archetype Boxing in Austin.
What do you have to us? Let's take a little break, kids. The NBA 82 game grind is finally done. Thank God. Now the real fun begins. The NBA playoffs are here. It's time for all high stakes drama, clutch moments, jaw dropping plays. I can't wait. If you're looking to make the playoffs even more exciting, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered as an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Try placing a bet on your favorite player's performance. Will they drop 30, 40, or more? It's your call. Bet on Jokic. He's balling. Here's something special for the first timers. New DraftKings customers bet 5 to get 200 in bonus bets instantly. Make it a playoff run to remember with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER for new customers to get 200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Next is from Oliver Casey. This is for Brian again. How long before Brian gets a cowboy hat, some of those boots, and starts looking like Woody from Toy Story?
So I won't do a cowboy hat. I will say I walked by that boot store up on Congress.
Oh, I know.
Right?
They look nice. I forget the name.
I know, and I was like,
Some proper boots.
as
I feel
a
like you
gentleman,
look
an
cool in
older
them.
gentleman
You
with a
look cool in
cigar,
them.
you know what I mean?
You look sick.
But I need to live in Austin a little bit. I need to get myself a little bit of a twang. Just I'm a hint of one.
But you know what? The thing about cowboy boots, they're great, especially when you break them in. They're so comfortable. You know this, Jen. But the problem you're going to give up before you break them in because it takes a hot second to break them in.
Yes,
But once they're broken in, they're like as good as tennis
as
shoes.
good as tennis shoes, and they're but they do cinch your toes up, and I
I
like
think
my
it's
toes to be a little bit.
heritage is what we're talking about.
They might be too narrow for old Bry's feet.
No, you don't.
No,
You've seen them big ass cowboys. They have wide feet like I do.
Yeah.
You need a wide foot.
get a wide foot one. I mean, listen, why not? Right? Nothing like a cowboy. But
God,
it
they're,
might be.
they're high up, aren't they?
They're high up.
They're very.
Now, do you
high up.
prefer that?
God
that
damn.
They look like girl shoes there, but
They do.
I just don't think they're for me anymore.
Those Beale Street ones are tasty, but they're high up,
They're
bro.
high up, buddy. That's it. Those are elephant skin.
The Black Crows,
Black crows are ostrich.
you better be able to tap dance.
Yeah.
Are those women's or men's?
Those
They're
are
men's. I
Those
quick
are
men's.
men's.
Are you
I think
sure,
those are
Chin?
women's.
Let me do it
Men's
again.
boots.
Hold on.
Oh, men's boots. All right.
Yeah.
A little too upturned for me, I'll be honest.
That's what she was saying.
little
Like
too
the other one.
upturned.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, what do you think that upturn?
I would just feel like an
Vibes.
asshole. I gotta be honest. Unless I'm actually doing cowboying, you just feel like a complete cowboy hat. I joke around. I do like cowboy hats and their
Yeah.
quality, but you just.
I ain't getting.
We're not cowboys.
Yeah, I'm
man.
not getting things that real pointy toe. I'm just not going to happen for me.
Go to toe.
Now, when I see cowboy hats on people, I mean cowboy boots on people, I do this. I go like this. In my mind, I go like this. All I do is this. I go, oh,
Yeah,
that's what I do. I just go, okay, which is not necessarily a good thing.
yeah. You just feel like an asshole, but they do look good when you have the jeans over them.
Yes,
Then they just look like some dope shoes.
I think so.
I
I used to wear them in college.
wow.
Sure did.
Cowboy boots?
I sure did. I wore cowboy boots in college.
Damn, that's cool, man.
Elephant skin cowboy boots.
At American University.
Yeah.
Not a lot of cowboy boots there.
No, there was a thing though, and I don't remember why or how.
You just want to be a guy that was the
They
cowboy
just
boot
were
guy.
comfortable, and
Who's
I
your
liked the
thing?
way they
Who's
felt.
your thing?
And I was like, I'm gonna wear cowboy boots. And my buddy wore cowboy boots, and then my other buddy wore cowboy boots, and we were all wearing cowboy boots.
You know who could make us some good cowboy boots? AG.
AG knows the best cowboy boot maker,
That's what I'm
but you'll
saying.
be on a 1-year waiting list.
Hey,
Yeah. No.
hey,
No, listen. No, you got to.
Hey.
They got to take a mold of your foot. No. I know they got big time clients.
come on, AG. I'm gonna have to jump that line down.
No, but AG's not the one who's going to make them. He just knows people.
But
Those
he
are
probably
cool right there.
he probably
I like the way
provides
those
the
look.
skin.
I like that look.
Yeah, they look- like I said, you put the jeans over the top. they
Yeah,
just look
and,
like your
and they're
normal
not so
dope.
pointy. Don't be surprised if you see me in a hat like that. Nah, that's a little much.
That's much. Unless I'm fucking.
Unless you're Lenny Kravitz, that ain't for me.
Yeah.
Right?
There's you and me right there.
There we are. There we are.
All right, what else you got?
Okay. Here's
Why they never put an ear bubble on a cowboy boot like a Nike? It's never done.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose. If they're made properly, they're supposed to.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
I know.
question for Brent.
Shit kickers is what
Sorry.
they call them, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Couldn't talk. Question for Brendan. Why aren't we hearing about the fish anymore? Is there a new Texas-sized aquarium in the works?
Let me
Good
answer- Let
question.
me answer that question.
No, good question. Still got the fish. Everyone's thriving. Everyone is thriving. But they've grown up. So there's nothing to report.
So
I still
you-
feel them
so
every
you-
day. What's up?
And you've grown out of them.
No, I love them. Oh, me and the boys watch the fish. We feed them every morning.
Yep.
Love them. Still doing thing. Now, in regards to Texas, so it's hard to fish. It's hard to ship fish across state lines.
It is.
And they had to. They gave me a quote for the aquarium.
And let me guess how
because
much it was.
$6,000 for the aquariums because they have to literally crate them because it's glass, and then you can't really ship from here to there, right? Grown fish. So my fish guy Brian, who takes care of all the tanks, he has a big pond. He's gonna put the arowanas and Oscars and catfish in his pond, so they're gonna live a great life. And then I'm gonna have to completely restart in Texas.
Right. And
I love my
you've
fish.
also said everything there is to say about fish.
But you're also not a fish guy, so it's also not going
No,
to go
I'm just
anywhere.
saying you've said everything there is to know about fish, though.
I
After
love-
a while,
I do,
it's
I love-
my
I love
arowanas,
fish.
I feed them this, yeah.
I love fish. I love it.
And your
Absolutely.
arowanas are getting big.
They're so fucking big. They're so big where unless I was going to get like double the size tank, it's kind of fucked up. So they're going to go in a giant pond. So it's going to be bad.
Have you seen this Dunkosaurus that weighs 5 tons? It was a prehistoric fish. It's a Dunkosaurus.
But also in Texas, I'd like to step my game up to a saltwater tank. I've always wanted a saltwater tank.
That's the skull they found. Take a look at this bad boy.
Hold on. You sure it's called Dunkosaurus?
18 feet long. Yeah.
See this on TikTok? Bro?
20 feet long. No. It's a real thing. You had it right there. Dunkosaurus. That skull right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a big snapping turtle.
Yeah. But it was
It says
gigantic,
Dunkleus
apparently.
Steus.
Doesn't
Really
look that big.
strong. Yeah, I know. But apparently they're like as big as a great white. 5 tons. 33 feet long and weigh around 4.4 tons. Wow. Whoa.
The more
Let's
you
take
know.
a look at it.
Yeah, he was scary too. He'd give you a bite right there. Take a look at. They have pictures of what a person would look like next to him.
Well, there's
No, that's
one
not
right
it.
there.
There's a different one. There's a different one. You'll see right there. No. Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, go back. No, never mind. It doesn't matter, though, does it?
Nah, this kind of killed the
Doesn't matter.
segment. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Chin, you never been into fish tanks?
I was big time.
Yeah.
And I like to keep fish that I actually catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, not
that's
like
cool.
exotic, like bass.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to
Bluegill.
do is my guy Brian's coming, I think today or tomorrow to empty the fish tanks out because, I'm no longer in the house. So then I'm probably just going to sell the fish tanks. Do people sell fish tanks?
Of course.
Like they're dope tanks and the filters, like I have the best filters. I have
I'm sure people would buy
5 filters. I'll probably for sale on Facebook Marketplace or
You're
something.
probably going to get a bunch of DMs about it right now after this episode comes out. So just say,
Well, real quick, you got to be in the Los Angeles area. I'm not shipping all that shit. You can come pick it up.
Now you got to come pick it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
But yeah, if you're looking for a dope fish tank, I got 2 of them, and with the
All the
highest level
accessories.
filters, all the accessories, let's figure out a deal, okay? And I'm gonna take that money and put the new money towards a salt tank because I've always wanted a salt tank.
You want a salt tank?
Oh, I want a salt tank so
'Cause
bad.
that way
with
you
live
get-
coral. Yeah.
And that way you get some pretty cool fish. Those.
You know what the problem is? You can't get big saltwater fish.
Why?
That's why I like freshwater. 'Cause you can get some monsters.
Why can't you get big saltwater?
They just don't sell them in the stores. You could probably do it on the black market,
Yeah.
but they're all smaller.
Yeah.
And there's certain fish that break up the fucking.
Would you get an
coral.
octopus?
I actually.
There are no freshwater octopuses, are there?
No. Octopus are actually a bad animal to have. A, they're wicked smart. B, they don't live that long. C,
They eat everybody.
well, they're also the best hide and go seek participants of all time.
So you don't see them.
Oh, have I told you a story? My fish guy Brian's like the fish expert. He goes, yeah, this dental shop wanted me to set up a fucking octopus. So they get this like 1,000-gallon tank, and they're like, yeah, our client's gonna love it. Octopus is in there, and everyone thinks it's like, oh, like Nemo. There's octopus. They never saw him, and he's like, dude, we put like little rocks so he couldn't hide. You just never see him.
Yeah.
They don't. And then when everyone leaves and lights are off, he'd come out. He's like, it was a disaster. So all there was this empty tank. So you had to get rid of the octopus, give it to somebody else, and put in some real fish.
Yeah, they hide well. They're just like, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Octopus are so cool.
Yeah.
Love them.
They're kind of like aliens.
I get like more. I like the more eels. Some of the eels are cool. I like the puffer fish.
Yeah.
The poisonous. You can get the lionfish.
The lionfish, yeah.
But then you got to worry about your kids touching them because they're poisonous.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Dude, I've had a turtle in my tank with the arowanas for a year now. That turtle just chills, man.
Really.
He escaped. You just find them like 3 days later because they can obviously breathe air. They're fucking turtles. I just find them in the middle of the theater floor.
Damn.
Just chilling. I just pick him up, put him in.
It's great.
He's great. Yeah.
Ever seen these before?
Oh, yeah.
What?
So they make drumsticks out of pufferfish, and it looks so delicious.
God damn it!
Look at
Jim.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Do they?
They basically just gut them and skin them.
Bro, that's 12
Cook it.
puffer fish fried.
I know, but
Or is
Sure
it
is,
a
buddy.
popcorn cut?
That's a lot.
That's
of
how it looks.
Fish.
and then you just fry them up. They look amazing, don't they?
No, man. Eat chicken, not puffer fish.
I heard they taste really, really good too.
Sure.
You know how cool puffer fish are? They're so
I like
cool.
a breaded fish.
They're adorable too.
I like them too. They seem sweet.
Puffer fish, if you think about getting some, because you can get, they'll kill any other fish you put in there.
They do?
They're super aggressive.
Really?
They'll fuck up everything you put in there. So if you're going to get a saltwater tank with those puffer fish or freshwater, there's freshwater puffers, you can only have those. You put in a goldfish, an Oscar, they
Really?
will fuck their world up.
Really?
Oh, they're mean.
Puffer fish will
Oh,
eat everything?
they're mean.
Wow.
Yeah, they're cool. But you don't want to have a tank just with one fucking puffer fish because he's an asshole.
Yeah. Look at that fucking thing.
He's cute.
That's cute. He's out of the water.
That was my face about 4 years ago. When
Yes,
I was
it was.
drinking, my face looked
Yes,
like
it
that.
was. Less than 4 above.
Yeah, probably about 2. I was being friendly. What else you got, Sanaz?
All right. Next one. Question for Brian. Obviously, the heat in Texas is insane. How does a soft-skinned man like yourself prepare physically and mentally for the 100 straight days of 105
Are you worried
degrees
about the
coming?
heat?
I do very well in the heat.
It's the cold that
It's the
would fuck us
cold,
up. Now, if
yeah.
we were moving to like
Yeah.
New York
Ooh.
or
No.
Dakota
Yeah,
or some
I
shit
hate
like
the
that,
cold.
that's different.
The cold fucks me up. The heat.
The heat,
no,
I've always been good. Yeah,
I feel good. My body feels good in it.
but anyone we talk to goes, "Get ready for those summers." I'm like, "I'll take the fuck. I
I've
don't
been
give
there.
a fuck."
And I got friends who live there. They're like, yeah, it's hot.
Also in Woodland Hills, in the valley here,
Correct.
We were 112 for 30 days straight.
Correct.
Now it's not the humidity,
Right.
But
The humidity's a motherfucker. You know, it's already
heat, I'm not worried
it's already
about.
pretty rough.
But if it was snowing there, then I would not move there.
Correct.
If it was snowing like in Colorado, fuck that.
Yeah, because it gets
The cold, no,
cold.
no.
No, I don't like it.
It's miserable.
It wears you down.
It's also not motivating. You don't want to go outside and shit.
Boston
heat,
is
I
so
love
cold.
heat.
Boston's so cold that when you drive down the street in January, February, you're not seeing anybody on the street. It's just too cold. Nobody's out. Yeah, hurts your face. It's so cold.
And Joanna's like, oh, I'd love to live somewhere where it snows. I'm like, you think that because you watch Yellowstone and you watch these fucking romantic movies.
Yes.
After a day, that all turns to black slush and you get black eyes and you got to fucking shovel your driveway and your kids are in boots every fucking day. It's a
Yes.
disaster.
Yes.
Some of these people are very descriptive about you guys. All right. For both of you, what's the funniest moment you two have had together that sticks out to the both of you that you haven't told on the pod before?
The funniest moment between us?
That you haven't told on the
That
pod.
you haven't told.
All right. Backflip.
What?
All righty.
What's that?
Backward roll. Somerset roll.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
In Vegas.
All right.
I totally forgot about that. That we can't talk about.
Can't talk about that.
Can't talk about that. All
I
right.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember. The hardest I ever made you laugh was in Austin too.
Oh, when we were high on
Yeah,
Aubrey's
and I was
balcony?
just
By
talking.
far.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Oh, my God.
there were a couple girls there.
we
like,
scared everybody
The
off.
girls were like, "Who are these guys?" And
I was in tears.
And I was talking, and they didn't know that I was kidding, and I was acting just. And you were laughing so
so hard. I mean, one of the hardest times you laugh, I mean, it's public knowledge. It was an episode, but was with Bert Kreischer when we watched that Louis C.K. clip. And she goes, I'm not going to press it. He goes, I'll press it. I'm going to press it.
I sent that to you. I sent that to you. Laughing,
Dude,
so
and it's
hard.
Big J. Oakson's voice. You know
Oh, it
that?
is?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was a part of the writer on the show.
God, it's so funny.
That's the funniest clip. And he goes, oh my God.
And the girl goes,
oh my
walking
God,
away. She
buzz
goes
off.
walking away. He goes, what? Don't push it. I'm gonna. What he said, push it. He goes, all right, you push it. Then he pushes it again. He
Jen,
goes,
will you bring that
"Meow."
clip up?
He goes, meow.
God.
We bring that clip up.
Take a little break. I want to just talk about what is a mechanic auto shop owner in Georgia, a taco restaurant operator in Arizona, and a life-saving medical innovator in Tennessee have in common? Do you know what they
Dude,
have?
this sounds like they're all small businesses, and you know what? I bet they're all thriving on TikTok.
That's right. She Mechanic, AZ Taco King, and CPR Rap are just 3 of the 7.5 million businesses across the U.S. that are using TikTok to compete and grow. How about that? So from family-run establishments to entrepreneurs, 74% of businesses on TikTok say the platform has allowed them to scale their operations, increase sales, and expand in new locations. And that growth means jobs. Today, millions of businesses on TikTok employ more than 28 million people and counting. Small businesses thrive on TikTok. Learn more about TikTok's contribution to the U.S. economy at TikTokeconomicimpact.com.
There it is.
That's something.
There's this thing on this. I guess you're supposed to.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why? It says press.
So you press the thing because it says press? You would not have survived the camps.
What? What?
Dude,
It says press.
go ahead.
Why would they make it say
Press
press?
the arc button. Enjoy.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. What? Listen. Okay. No. No, wait.
She
She plays it
Oh, she's the best.
so well. Play it again.
She makes the
Play it again.
video.
Watch her do
because
this.
she goes, oh my God. She runs off and pretends she's on her phone.
No, what?
Go back, Jim.
Go back. Just go all the way back. It doesn't matter.
way back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
Something.
There's this thing.
Fine, press the button. That doesn't say press the
I
button.
guess you're supposed to.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why? It says press.
So you press the thing because it says press? You would not have survived the camps.
What? What? It
Dude,
says press.
go ahead.
Why would they make it say
Press
press?
the arc button. Enjoy.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say
She pretends she's on her phone.
Okay, no, wait a second. No, wait.
It's my favorite clip of all time.
It's
Me,
so
and Bert were laughing so
stupid,
fucking hard.
and so he's so funny.
Oh,
Man.
he's the best.
TK is so funny.
He goes, wait, no,
Man,
I didn't say it.
oh man, God, he's hilarious.
What else
Yep.
you guys tonight? So funny.
Okay.
Fucking hilarious.
This is kind of a softy one. Brendan, does it feel different having a daughter after having your two boys? And what's changed the most?
That's a good question. I mean, she's still young, but yeah, it's just a different vibe. Also, boys, I get.
Yeah.
Like boys, I understand. Like Tiger with sports, he's like my mini me. I can push Tiger. I know how to push his buttons the right way. Donnie, please pipe the fuck down. Donnie, no. With Bosty, same thing. Like he's getting into baseball, so I know how to manage that. You know, with girls, it's gonna be interesting because
How old is she now?
one something.
Yeah.
Like,
My son's one.
She turned one in November.
Also
that's
very
December,
young, you
January,
know?
February. Yeah, so she's what's that? I hate when parents do this, but 15 months old, 14 months
Yeah.
old. So we'll say when she gets into sports, you know, that can relate to her on that. But outside sports, you know, but it's gonna be different.
Do you think it's made you like softer towards
I'm
women?
always soft with the boys, unless it's sports or school. I'm super strict with sports in school. But outside that, I'm already a pushover. I'm already super soft. Like they know. Like the boys would come down for like a snack at night and they're not supposed to have one. And my wife, Joanna's super strict. She'd be like, nope, back to your room. And Bossy go, oh, this is for dad.
Oh,
And she's like, nope, go back. And he'll be like, no, I want to talk to dad. She's like, no, your dad's gonna say no too. I'll be like, what is it, Bosty? And I'm like, nope, no snacks. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, all right, what do you want, an apple?
Yeah.
And then I cut the apples.
My son today.
I'm a pushover.
Apparently, my son is obsessed with cars and trucks and anything fast. He's a car head, gearhead like you. He's 3 years old. He saw jet skis, and they were down by the river, and he fell to the ground because he wanted to ride one, and he couldn't, and he threw a tantrum. And so I was like, well, I'll get him on a jet ski.
Yeah.
And my
What
wife
it
was like,
takes.
no, that's not the point. He threw a tantrum. He's got to learn not to.
I know. Otherwise, he'll keep.
I know,
doing
but
it.
I'm gonna get him. I want to get him on a jet ski.
I know.
You
You
know,
wanna make
that's
it
how
happen.
I saw that.
Yeah,
problem.
same.
Yeah, I'm not good with that shit.
Yeah,
I missed the
boys
fuck
in
out of him.
sports. I got like that. I got like the mental part of it. I got, but yeah, girls. I don't know. We'll see.
What about when it comes to dating?
Oof. They're so young. I don't know. Although I did get a call from the teacher before spring break that Bossy was caught kissing a girl, and he's 5. And my response was like, "Well, better than a boy, but yeah, they should be kissing."
Yeah,
Why?
my daughter at 17 now turned 17 yesterday.
Dude, I've known her.
17
Happy
years,
birthday.
Fuck, bro.
bro. 17 years old, and a full-grown woman. And it's funny to see now because there was an 18-year-old. She came to my show at the end, and there was an 18-year-old waiter, good-looking kid, you know.
Yeah, she was looking. She
She was like, and I've never seen her dad. She goes, shoo. I go, what? She goes, he was so hot.
Ooh,
And I was like,
that in front of me.
yeah, I was like, oh, and then I was like, you know, and then, then
does
she
she-
starts talking to the waitress about it.
Does she
It's
dress
yeah.
like 17-year-olds? You know what I'm saying? Like the kids, the way they dress now are different than, like even when I drop Tiger
pretty
off,
conservative.
I'll see these little girls, you know, like in 4th,
Nah.
5th grade. I'm like, what?
No, my daughter's conservative.
Yeah,
She's not.
she's not like that.
No, she's not at all like that. But it's just so funny to see like now boys are a thing and you know all that
Oh,
stuff.
look, boys are gonna be everything.
They're everything. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And then you know, he's got a girlfriend, and she was like, "Of course he does." You know, and you don't look like that and not have a girlfriend. It's just like, it's the whole thing that you know. It's like this is the whole world.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, okay,
Good luck, man. Joanna's super strict. Joanna, you know, my mother-in-law super strict. Billy's gonna have Tiger there, Boston there, my big ass is there. Good luck dating Billy. Good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's gonna happen.
But you're going to want her to be happy. She's going to find a guy. She's going to rule the roost.
There'll be some rules.
She's also going to do this.
There'll be
Watch.
some rules.
Yeah, watch this. What's what girls do.
Oh no, she'll own me
They
already.
go fuck off.
Oh yeah,
you know?
no, she'll own me
Like,
already.
girls don't
The
give a
boys know already. Like,
Yeah.
literally.
By the time they're
Tiger has
teenagers.
like fucking 4 different bats.
Yeah.
He has fucking 4 different gloves. Like, because I didn't have that when I was a kid, so I'm like, oh yeah, whatever you want. But it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. I stopped doing that now.
Yeah, I mean, I got my
girl?
daughter. I got my daughter a car. Like, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, no, you got to let him. I'm like, I know, but she's
Like American Doll,
Oh yeah.
all my money's gonna go there.
yeah.
For the girl.
My
whatever,
daughter had
whatever.
a party at American Doll.
Yeah.
she had a straight up party with her
They've
friends. at
gone down in
American Doll.
price though. They used to be super
Yeah, it's not as
expensive.
big anymore.
I think
When
they
I
got
had
bought
one,
out.
they were expensive.
But now I think where they get you is like you buy the outfit for the doll, and then they have matching outfits for the
Oh
humans.
yeah, and there's a hospital at the like Grove for the doll, and like
incredible.
school for the doll. Yeah, no, they.
Oh
can
no,
do
I'm
that.
fucked with Billy.
I don't know how much it cost me. but
Literally
I
whatever she
remember
wants.
being like, what?
Yeah.
How much?
And it used to come
Because
in
her
a
and
magazine,
all her
remember?
classmates had a party at the American Doll. I was like, to do what? And they're dressing them and putting on makeup and
No, yeah, when it comes to kids, I don't. Whatever they want.
I love that. Okay. Each of you, this is from Jack Goldberg. Can you describe the worst time you bombed on stage?
yep.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
hear
American
it.
Comedy Club.
Where?
Her starting out.
Where?
New York City, American Comedy Club, all black audience, Tuesday night. And I was like, imagine being reborn a legless, flightless bird in the middle of the North Pole or South Pole. What's the deal with penguins? And I heard somebody go,
Oh.
wow. And it didn't get better from there.
I bombed at the Comedy Store one time. It's like the worst place to bomb, especially me, right? It was so much pressure. I bombed at the Comedy Store one time on a big show, and I wrote this new joke. It was a little dicey, like a little racial. And when those go bad, dude, my whole body got hot. I was like, oh, I'm going to get canceled.
Oh, my God.
Like, oh, what am I doing? And I remember I went back to the green room and was like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
That was horrible.
You just,
Because I did it with my buddies, and they were black, and they were like, dude, that's so fucking funny. I'm like, yeah? Like, I'm like, is it that dicey? Like, oh, you're good. Those are my friends. And they're comics.
like, what's up with this guy?
Oh, then you do it to regular folk, and oh, man.
No.
I was like, oh, I want to kill myself right now.
That's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, my. I want to be like, I'm not racial. I'm not
Yeah, then
racist.
you're just-
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I messed up. Yeah. Like, if someone's filming that, I'd be fucked.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially at the Comedy Store. You know, like it was tough, man.
Yeah. I would, yeah, that's a tough one.
That was a tough one.
All that stuff is tough. I was making fun of some of those farm people in, Nebraska. The Friday show, I think it was the Friday second show. A little tough. They were like, "Is he making fun of us?
Yeah,
what's going on?"
they didn't know, and then once they
And then I
warmed
got
up,
them
they were
going.
good.
I
Yeah,
got
but
them
at
going. But
first they're like, "Hey, motherfucker!"
They're like, and they're all big, and they're all, they're like, "Excuse me, where are you from?"
I know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama. I made this joke, and I was like, it was a physics thing. It was like I said, I think I'm funnier than Einstein. He's a great man. I mean, he wasn't like when trying to get helium to stick to a helium. When you're trying to get atoms to stick to a helium isotope, make sure you look when they disappear, look for them in your butt or something. I was like, he wouldn't say that. It was some physics joke that used to always kill. Then I go, you people are uneducated.
The rocket scientist there.
But I go, you people are uneducated. You don't get physics jokes. You're uneducated. And a woman goes, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Like this real
They're smart.
Alabama
down.
girl.
Yeah. They don't fuck around.
Fuck you, motherfucker. She was a real redneck.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was like, whoa. But of course, now I'm engaging with her. But
Yeah.
some parts of the country don't like you making fun if they think you're actually making fun of them, which I
No.
never am.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how to get out of it, but you better know how to get out of it because you can get yourself in a hole right
You've been doing
quick.
it long enough. You're
enough,
fine
yeah,
if you
always
get in a
find-
hole.
Always find a way.
It was a great time though. I had so much fun doing stand up, like on the road in different cities.
It's great, man. It's
like
great.
getting up at the Comedy Store. Like, God, dude, it's insane.
it's
It was such a good time. Great time.
Incredible.
Okay. Here's a weird one from Fernando. Can Brian and Brendan give their opinions, if any, on soccer? Who's your favorite soccer player, and what's your opinion with the upcoming World Cup?
I love the World Cup. All I want to be is a soccer player with long hair and I want to score, and I want to do that slide on my knees. And if I could do that, I would know that I was that I made it. Did you hear Will Smith on this? This is a good segue. Do you hear Will Smith talking about reaching the top and getting everything you want? Try to bring that up. It's a very interesting thing. I want to get your take on this.
Yeah. Also, let me before we play that when it comes to soccer, I don't follow soccer too much. Right, I love college football. That's my number one thing. I watch every UFC fight. So it's football and UFC for me. And then I'm watching I don't miss a Dodgers game. I've watched every Dodger game this year. I'll continue to do that in Texas. I love the Dodgers. So it's tough for me to take on another sport.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'll watch the World Cup. I root for the U.S., of course, in England.
Right there.
Yeah, I've never got crazy into soccer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon, you finished what you were
Yeah.
saying? Okay. I'll let these ads play real quick.
The truth is,
Yeah. Watch this.
Hold on.
Give me your take on this.
To dissolve parts of your previous image. That is the top human skill set, a willingness to die.
I'm gonna go there because you brought that up.
Yeah.
Up until a while back, you probably thought you were made out of Teflon.
Who knows what you would do if people that you loved were being threatened?
You've got to put yourself in someone else's shoes.
You might say, I wouldn't do what that fool doing. I don't care. I definitely wouldn't be doing that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shocked
Yeah.
that you were willing to go there. How are you internally during all of that?
Yeah, so to have had all the sex, how many more #1 movies do I need? How many more Grammys do I need? It is such a rare gift to get to the end in the place where only God is left. I've read the Quran from cover to cover. I read the Bhagavad Gita. I read the teachings of the Buddha. If I had to say what my religion is
this
So he basically talks about the catastrophe of getting literally everything you want, everything to the nth degree,
Yeah.
and then realizing that there's nowhere else to go
Yeah.
after that. And then your whole life has been striving. Your whole life
this
has
goal,
been trying to
you
get
achieved
that.
it all.
All of a sudden you achieve it all. And now that becomes a real crisis. And the reason it becomes a crisis is because now you have nothing to strive for. And the things that it's just more of the same. And so what happens is it doesn't bring you the same kind of relief and joy or even satisfaction. So he said the only thing I could do was go inside and go try to find what these people are talking about when it comes to God. Or, sort of like, why do some people stop, like in Buddhism and Hinduism, they say, once you make all that money, you then give it all up and you become, an ascetic, you meditate, you pray, whatever it is. But it's pretty interesting, man. It's like I can understand that. It's called the catastrophe of success.
All right, guys, let's take a little break on this episode of The Fire and the Kid, because this episode of TFATK is brought to you by True Classic, and they are on one mission to make sure guys look good and feel even better, and they nailed it. Price across your entire wardrobe, not just tees, but hoodies, jeans, activewear, everything you need to level up your everyday style. I'm wearing a True Classic shirt underneath this hoodie right now. You see me in white tees all the time, especially in the summer. It's always been True Classic. We've been with them since day one. It's all we rock. It's all we wear. They have everything, not just tees, which are the best that will ever touch your pecs, but their jeans, their hoodies, their joggers, what I work out in every single morning. All right. So forget overpriced designer nonsense. Skip the cheap throwaways. True Classic delivers premium essentials built for real life. Grab yours at Target or Costco, or head on over to trueclassic.com/fighter and get hooked up today. True Classic, the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to take that. I mean, Will's how old? He kind of did it all, right?
I think his kids are grown. That's part of the thing. If he had little kids, it'd be different, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes and no. I would question how much he was in their lives, as busy as he was. I think the difference between me and him is, I'm telling you right now, if I could stop, I can't, nor would I want to. I like this stuff. I like podcasts and doing stuff. But if like like out of everything I do, nothing comes close. And it's going to happen with Basti. It's not that I favor Tiger. Basti's more talented than Tiger, but when Tiger has a good game, like dominates, dude, right? I've been in the UFC, NFL. Nothing is better. There's nothing else I'd rather do. There's nothing.
Yes.
There's absolutely nothing. Like when he's playing well and balling out, that's all I need, man.
Literally.
But I don't want to do anything else.
So that's what I'm saying.
There's nothing.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know that Will, because so you give up a lot when you are that busy. I can tell you, and you can tell you know how busy that guy was. Like
you and I aren't even a fraction of busy as Will Smith, or have the opportunities Will Smith does. You just like when I see The Rock, or even our boy Burt Kreischer, when I see his schedule. Now his kids are in college, but he was like that when they were little.
He talks about it. Like
he talks
when
about,
you're gone,
he cried when me and him were on the podcast together.
Yeah.
How he's like, I wish I was around more.
When you're gone,
at least
like that,
it wasn't too late for me to realize, like, hold up, stop the tracks. What's important here? I can keep doing this wild shit I was doing, or I can grow the fuck up and be the dad I've always wanted to be, and have a lot of knowledge put into him, and like, and that's what's important. So it wasn't too late because the kids are young.
Yeah, man. I think
I wouldn't trade for anything. Like, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I think it's better for those people for those dads, like grinding and then their kids' lives. Like, to me, success is I can go to all of Tiger and Basti's practices. I don't miss a practice. I don't miss a game. That's success. I have the ability to pick him up from school and then spend 3 hours at his baseball practice. I've never missed one.
Think about what Kobe was doing with his daughter. Like, he'd be picking her up from school. He'd go to practice with her.
Like, to me, that's success. Success is, to me, and I realized probably, honestly, about maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, like, success isn't having a special and selling out arenas.
Yeah.
Because then the amount of work it requires, and you got to be selfish, man. You do. In order to be a great comic, a great actor, a great athlete, you got to be super selfish.
It's gotta be on your mind all the time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't make you the best dad.
No.
And now there's some great dads who pull it off, but it's just different, man. It's just different. It's just different.
Very difficult.
And to me, it's just. And now I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. To me, I just prefer going to Tiger's practice than going on the road and making money. It's just the decision I had to make.
Yeah.
It's all good. It doesn't mean it was the right choice. For me, it was. But there's a lot of great comics out there that can.
But then
manage
you
it.
could have, you get to where Will Smith is. It's like 56 and you've done everything. God bless. You've drawn a line through everything.
Oh, here's the secret everyone should know. Everyone feels that way when you get to the top. Like, ask The Rock if he's content.
I mean, I can speak just when I was 53 or 54, I was on 2 TV shows, ABC.
Yeah.
Always wanted to have my own show.
I know.
Drew a line through that. I'd shot Complicated Apes. I sold out 1,000 tickets at the where the fuck that place was, and sold out right away. I was like, I had the great house. I had everything.
Yeah.
I'd literally come to LA and drawn a line through everything I set a goal for. And then you know what happened to me? I was like, holy fuck, I'm starting to feel I was spending too much money on food. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, I'm going to take a little break. The worst thing, it was such a weird feeling.
Yeah.
I felt bloated. And by the way, I missed a lot of my kids, my first kids. I missed a lot of my first kids growing up. A lot.
Yeah.
I just did. It's a fact. Fucking, if I could take it back, that's the biggest thing I think about every day.
Yeah.
I would have been. Now I'm very close to them, and it's all good, but I missed a lot.
It's not ideal.
I missed a lot.
Yeah.
Missed a lot. Missed a lot.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm just growing up, and I need to grow up. Like, I was wild on the road. I made a million mistakes.
You're just an extremist.
Yeah, on the road, I was just wild. Like, I couldn't do both.
nothing.
I was wild, I was wild. And
You'll
there's
drink all the whiskey, or you won't drink any whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just doing things I shouldn't been doing. And like, me and Joanne's discussed that. And it's just, I was going down a bad road, not being the dad I wanted to be. I wasn't happy. I was making more money than I've ever made. I just was miserable.
You weren't present in any capacity.
In nothing.
In nothing.
Nothing mattered.
For
the podcast, the shows,
I could see it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I was just going,
Yeah.
doing this show, doing that
It's
show.
also like how you
this
dealt with the
show,
stress
this.
of everything that went down.
Everything. Yeah. I just worked because that's what I know to do.
Yeah.
But I was miserable, making more money than I've ever made, but miserable.
Yep.
Just growing up. It's like even like with that UFC money I've come in, like if this was 2 years ago, that money spent before I even get the check. Damn. I would have spent that money on a car or something. And so I got allocated the new ZR1. Super hard to get. They're expensive, like $200,000 car, fastest American production car ever. Me and my brother spec'd it out, everything. And a week ago, the guy from Chevy called me. He goes, "Hey man, we got your allocation. Be here by June." In my head, I'm like, shit, my check will be here in June. All right, cool, man. And I hung up the phone. I was sitting there, I'm like, how much is it? How much is my check? I'm like, that's not very smart.
No.
That's not smart.
No.
That's not smart.
Definitely
Could I
not.
do it? Yeah, but I'm like, that's not, the smart thing to do is
Put it toward your kid's future.
invest it and
Yeah.
put in accounts for the kids.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. Now don't get twisted. Daddy still has problems. So I'm going to take a very small chunk of the money. I got to get some toy, maybe a Viper or a 997 Turbo, but something modest. I don't
modest?
need a ZR1. But the majority of it, 85% of it, I'm saving for the kids.
Yeah.
2 years ago, that's spent before it even hit the account.
Yep.
Growing up, man.
Tempting the gods. Yep. Living like a bank robber. Go
Yep.
on.
Okay. Out of all the current comedians out there right now, who do you see as being the next big thing? And by next big thing, I mean Chappelle level.
I told you there's this kid named Adrian Block who's 17 years old.
He has such a long way to go, though. Like, guys, like right now.
Currently out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what
I don't know.
Like the next Chappelle. I mean, the funniest guys to me, they're tough because Theo's huge. Theo's the funniest person on earth. I mean, for like bang for buck, I think like if I had to spend money, obviously Shane Gillis, but he's an arena act. Mark Norman and Big J.
Big J,
If
for
like
sure. Big J's hilarious.
I don't go anywhere and I'll spend money to watch people.
You know,
do
Godfrey.
anything.
Godfrey's starting to get discovered finally. Godfrey's starting
He's
to
been there
fucking
for a hot
crush.
second.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna take Joanna on a date and like go see a comic, there's probably the two comics I'd pay for is Big J or Mark Norman.
Do you guys
Of
wanna
course,
say,
my buddies, but
would you say who you don't want to see? You don't
no,
have to
I want to
go.
do that.
Good.
I just want to go to their show, but if they're crushing, I don't hate on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did Brian have, besides that kid? Who'd you have?
I don't know.
Brian's not going to go to a show.
No. Who does Brian have as the next big thing?
No, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Big thing's tough, and we're not in the scene to see the younger guys. Maybe when we get to when we're at the mothership, we'll see some young guys. But
I haven't been as impressed with the state of comedy necessarily
Yeah.
as I was in about 7 years ago. But maybe that's because I'm not in it. I don't know.
there's like that kid I told you from Kill Tony, that Rusty Rocket,
Casey Rocket.
Casey Rocket.
There's some funny guys.
He's
that
so
came out
fucking
of-
funny.
There's some funny
Casey's
guys in
good.
Austin. Funny dudes in Austin who are really in it and doing it. I mean, I watched what's his name? The Korean comic,
Hans Kim.
Hans
Hans
Kim.
Kim. He crushed
This
it.
is Hans Kim.
Hans Kim is hilarious.
You think so?
He
Kind of
killed it.
deadpan humor, but it's fun.
He killed it the other day. I was like, whoa, you know?
Have you watched the Kill Tony on Netflix?
No,
I haven't seen it either.
no, I want to see it.
There's
Yeah, we're
one
not
guy.
in the scene enough to know like the young generation.
The cool
right
thing
now.
about Austin is now I'm going to be in the scene because I'm there at the
Yeah.
mothership.
Yeah, it'd be good for you.
There's one guy that's really good. And I'm forgetting his name. He's like kind of like tougher, ghetto-y. God, it's gonna drive me insane. I'll think of it later.
Figure it out. What else you got?
Okay. Here's another one from Ben Sexton. Are either of you planning on doing any hog hunting when you move to Texas?
Yes.
If not, you should.
Tim
What is
Kenny-
hog hunting?
Tim Kenny wants to hog hunt out of a helicopter.
Sure, all that stuff. The hogs are a nuisance, so they gots to go.
But what's hog hunt? Is the can
You
we look
shoot
this
them.
up?
You shoot
Killing
hogs
You
good
shoot
hogs.
'em?
from a
Yeah.
helicopter.
You shoot them for a helicopter.
Why from a? That's
from
not
a truck,
hunting.
from your feet. You got to
No,
take
but
them
the
out.
people that own the land want you to because they fuck up all the land, and there's so
and
many
they
of them.
breed so fast.
Yeah.
So it's called
Is
the
it hog?
hogopolis.
Like a pig?
Yes.
Yeah.
Feral pigs.
I'm worried
basically.
I'm gonna like the killing, and I'm gonna be like Dexter. I'm gonna get really into hunting.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We need to do a hunt.
And I'm worried.
eat 'em
One of the reasons I haven't hunted, and Cam Haynes asked me to go on a show and hunt with him, which I'm down to.
Yeah.
I'm worried if I get just the bug of hunting, then I don't need another fucking
Kind
hobby.
of cool though.
It is.
We're in Texas,
It's also
Bubba.
time consuming.
Yeah,
as a
but I'll do it with you.
motherfucker.
Come on.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I might do an elk hunt with Tim.
Yeah,
you know,
I'd
out
be
in
down.
Texas. Let's
I'd
see
be
what
down.
happens. All right.
You guys are wild. Okay. How about this one? What is one piece of advice you would give to someone starting a podcast?
I would say don't do it unless you have we don't need another podcast. But if you have a really great niche or an idea or you're a certain kind of guy, maybe. But
I mean, the question would be, why are you doing it? Like, I have so many people like, oh, me and my buddy are so funny. It'd be so funny if we start a podcast. Cool.
how about episode 100?
But also do it. But if you're starting a podcast because you see the money Rogan makes or Dak Shepard or maybe think we're balling, if you're starting it just to make money, don't do it. It's a beast, man. It's so competitive now.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it because you want to talk and express yourself and have fun and hopefully nothing comes of it, do that. But if you're gonna set expectations, buddy, good luck.
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin Rodriguez wants to know, as kids, where did you guys see yourself at your current age? What were your biggest aspirations, and did you accomplish any of your childhood dreams?
I did. I wanted to be an actor and a comedian and a wide receiver in the NFL, but that didn't work out because I was really young.
But didn't you want to be like a big time wrestler? Didn't you want to like wrestle in the Olympics? Somewhere you were wrestling as a kid?
Yeah, but
You never had aspirations to do
I went to Dan Cable's camp in Iowa.
How old were you though?
I was 17, and I was like,
I mean, not
this
the
is
kid.
if this is what D1 wrestling is, like, I was like, I don't want to wrestle twice a day.
So you realized it early.
Well, I was like, hey, this is way too much. I like wrestling and I loved winning and all that. And I did well in high school, but I was like, I don't think I want to do
Different
this.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. When a kid, I never think like, oh, what am I going to be doing at 42 years old? You know, you're always like, when I grow. All the kids say when I grow up.
Yeah. My
What age is
aspiration was
that?
never money. I will say that. I never thought about
No,
money.
never money. No.
It still isn't.
But
right?
my goal is to be in the NFL. Kind of tap that a little bit, but not like I wanted to.
Yeah.
Professional athlete. So yeah, I checked that box. But when I was a kid, it was in like, I want to be a podcaster that fucking builds cool trucks and all that. It just shit happens. Say goodbye to weak wieners. Joy Mode Sexual Performance Booster is a no-brainer. It's also all natural, backed by science. Forget about the gas station pills. Forget about the prescriptions. Those have horrible side effects. This is all natural, actually works for your wiener. All right? Simply mix the pack with water. Feel the effects within 45 minutes. All right? Proven ingredients. Save up to 30% off subscriptions, or you can get 20% off single purchases. All right? It's that easy. So if you're looking to take your wiener game to the next level, visit tryjoymode.com. Use the code FIGHTER at checkout for 20% off single purchases, 30% off subscription orders. That's tryjoymode.com. Use the code FIGHTER, 20% off single purchases, 30% off subscription orders. We got you. Your wiener will thank you.
Okay.
Last one.
So, boys, what was the main reason for the move to Austin, and when the hell is it actually happening?
Just had enough of the dead scene in LA. The fires pissed me off. The politics pissed me off. This fucking city pisses me off. It's so expensive. We get nothing for our taxes, nothing for our dollar bill. And I was like, I'm fucking done with the traffic. I'm done with all of it. I lived in Manhattan Beach. Did I love it? Yes. But I'm just, I got, and I have bad memories of this place.
You have a lot of good memories too, though.
I have a lot of good
Don't be that
memories.
guy that leaves LA and shits on LA.
No, but I
hate
have
those
bad
people.
memories of the past, and so.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck this
so
place.
in regards to, Brian's there right now and flies back to LA to shoot this.
Yeah.
My wife's there right now. We have our house, but I have to stay here to wait for Tiger to finish school so he gets accredited the school year, and that ends May 21st. And they're building the new Fire and Kid studio as we speak. So end of May, me, Chin, will be completely living out there full time. But everyone's out there except for me and Chin. Like wifey's out there, mother and father-in-law lives there now.
Already?
Like, yeah, they're in our house right now.
Love it.
And then why did I left LA. Number of reasons. Yeah, politics suck, but it didn't affect me too much. I hate the school my kids was in. I didn't like the direction it was going. And then the public school system we're in is really bad. So it was like leave there and then find another private school, which was a beast to get to. I just didn't like the culture they're being raised in. It's just not what we do. So that was a big reason. And the other reason is like I do well here. Like my life's great, but I made the only smart investments I made was in real estate. I have multiple properties, so I sold those, and the equity I had in those, I can go to a place like Austin, not LA. I won't have a mortgage.
Get a hell of a house.
So it's like it was a no-brainer, and then save on taxes. Brian wanted to go out there. Chin was down.
You're the one who told me to go out there.
Yeah,
You're literally the one who said,
you got to.
you need to go out there.
Yeah.
And then Rogan said, you need to come out here.
Yep.
And I was like, why am I here? You know, and the only thing keeping me here was my other children.
I know.
But they were like, go.
Yeah.
You'll see us a lot. And I was like, you're right.
Yep.
So I figured out, everything is figure outable. I actually think I think everything is figure outable in life. You figure it out. You figure it out. Just figure it out. You know, be tough sometimes, growing pains, but figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, for it's gonna be the hardest for Tiger, like leaving his friends, like their last, like travel ball tournament was that Memorial Day weekend, so it's like the 26th, so it's like that's his last tournament with that group of friends, and they're such little ballers, like that's gonna be tough for him, but I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
I'm excited though. We've been here a long time, you know.
Yeah.
The change is always good.
Yep.
I'm excited for it.
Me too.
Is that it, dudes?
That's it, kids. Hey, guys. Springfield, Missouri, April 18th, 19th, this Friday, Saturday. You come see me at the Blue Room Comedy Club. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this, guys. Let's make this the best comedy night ever. Get your tickets, BryanCallen.com.
All right, kids. Next giveaway goes live. Drive Fast, All Gas, May 1st. It's this insane TRX. I basically recreated my yellow one that you guys see with the carbon fiber wide body fenders. It's going to have a Joker blower on it, have over 800 horsepower, and have, obviously a lift, wheels and tires, TFATK, King shocks, real truck, all sorts of goodies on it. So this thing's going to be a monster. That goes live May 1st on drivefastallgas.com. We got brand new merch. I can't wait for you guys to see it, but we've been cooking. All right, guys. That's it. We love you. Thanks for listening. This is the Fire and Kid. We're out.